What's going on, you guys? JTPrecisionStriking.com. In this video, I want to help you guys navigate how to deal with fighters who throw the counter lead hook, a counter check hook, either with a check hook pivoting out or a lead hook catching you coming in. Now, most often these fighters have a little bit longer range, or they're just good at using their range and throwing that. So no matter what you come with, as you come in, they're catching you and timing you as you come in. And I've sort of figured out about 4 ways that I really like to use to help deal with this. You may have your own ways as well, but I know for a lot of fighters, it's actually causing them a lot of headache, how to deal with this. It's always a pressure dealing with that hook as they're coming in, how to get in there and land some shots, land some effective shots, and not get hit as they come in. So let's go over those 4 ways right now. I'll break it down for you, and then you can work on applying them in your boxing. All right, so let's break down generally what's happening. Here is your opponent, sparring partner, opponent. As you throw to come in, they're stepping back and throwing that nice long range lead hook. Sometimes they're pulling like so, catching you coming in. Sometimes right here, they're timing you coming in or pivoting out as you throw. And no matter what you go with, you're getting caught as you're coming in. The top of the head, clipped on the front, clipped, hand is dropped, maybe you're getting clipped. Then maybe you try to protect and then they step back, boom, they go with the body shot. So it can be a tough one to navigate. Now, some of the tells that an opponent is going to throw a counter lead hook, not always, but here are a few of them. Number 1 is they square up with the hands up. They square up like this, and they're waiting on you squared up. The reason for this is that squaring up allows them a lot of power with the shoulder rotation into the shot. So you'll see all of a sudden from here, they're boxing, and then they're kind of going like this because they want to rotate their shoulders into the punch, and that's going to catch you as you're coming in. That's one tell to look for. It's not going to give away everything, but that's one thing you can notice. The other one is that they'll drop their hand because they want to bait you, give you a target, something that you think you can get. And then as you come for it, boom, they're going to time you and catch you coming in. Okay, so let's go over how to deal with it. The first one of my favorite and one of the most effective, is the double jab right hand. But it's how you execute it that is going to make it effective. There are some subtle keys that are going to make it effective. I want my opponent to throw that lead hook. I don't want their hand safe. I want it coming at me. A launched punch is a punch that can't defend. So then they're relying on head movement or other evasiveness to defend. I want them to throw it to create that opening. Here's what typically happens on the 1-2. You throw the 1-2, they parry that jab as you go in, and then as you throw that right hand, their lead check hook is coming over top of your right hand. So when you just go in with the 1-2, usually they can time that with a parry, boom, and catch you right over the top. So the 1-2 is not as effective. It's the double jab right hand. So here's what's important. When you go, you don't want to just go in tall or straight up. What you want to do is you want to protect yourself and barrel down and lean in a little bit. So instead of going in here, 1-1-2, your typical double jab right hand, you want here. 1-1-2. You want them to throw that lead hook. You want to feel that. You want to feel that contact against you as you're going in. That's how you know you got them to throw the shot. That hand is no longer at home base protecting. Typically when you're up tall like so and they throw that counter lead hook, you go in, they clip you, they catch you. And even if it's not a hard shot catching you clean, it's throwing you off balance, it's throwing you off. When you can go here and lean into it a little bit and cover, first of all, if I lean, I'm not leaving the body wide open. It's not like I'm going like this to protect. I'm just taking a small lean, and now for the most part, my body's protected. Here, 1-1-2. So typically how it works is this. You're here, you throw the first jab, they may parry it. And that's when their lead hook is going to come. You're here protecting. The second jab is what catches them. And that's just going to allow you to get them off balance or just to have a little touch so that you can finally release the right hand. Here, I'm protected. Here, I make contact. Now they've thrown the lead hook, the check hook, and I'm ready to go, boom, and throw that short right hand down the pipe, you're gonna see the face is wide open, and all you gotta do is just go for it. So you're here, and then you just go for it. But you have to barrel down, like so as you go. Not here, not your typical double jab right hand. So you're there, you're moving, you barrel down. Get a little bit low, get a little bit tilted, a little bit covered. They throw it, you feel it, boom. And as soon as you feel it, you release that right hand. Okay, and you'd be surprised how often this will catch fighters who throw the counter lead hook, the check lead hook. All right, the second one, fighters who are getting too happy with it. Too happy means they're throwing it all the time, kind of overusing it. But if you have no solutions, it doesn't give them any reason to stop using it. They just keep frustrating you and working it. You start going to the body. Now, this isn't gonna be a big game changer. It's just gonna start to open up new opportunities for you down the road, and it will frustrate them. Here, what I like to do is quick high, and that allows you a deep step. This deep step is important. You're gonna see how it plays into the next one we're gonna talk about. Boom. This deep step allows you to get low and allows you to get that shot. Because what I don't want is this. I don't want to be tall. I'm still going to get caught or clipped. I want to get low. So I fake, I take a deep step, and I throw a shot straight down. And I'm a little bit more tight and covered. Here. Okay, you get low. And you can be a tall fighter and do this. You don't have to be necessarily a short inside pressure fighter. You just got to have the legs for it, work the legs. So you're moving around, they're throwing that lead hook, check hook counter, and then you go. Now, from here, after you throw that right hand, that's not the end. They've already thrown it, so they're up and up top. Boom, boom. Okay, you come up short with a short straight left, just a touch, and short overhand right. Once you get in with that right hand to the body, you're going to be in close. Because after that step, this back leg is going to bring you in close, short punches. Fake, right hand to the body, boom, boom, okay? And those follow-up shots are going to land. Get low, not here, boom, deep step. To allow you to get low, short punches to finish up. You'd be surprised how effective that's going to work. That will start to land, and they might start to throw lower or adjust. And that's going to set up the next one. That's really, really good. All right, next one. You saw this with Gervonta Davis against Ryan Garcia. He ducked, boom, through the overhand left. You do the same thing with the overhand right. It's a level change where you go low and the punch goes high. Very effective. Okay, so here, deep step again. It can be with a jab on the front or a fake jab, whatever you want. I step deep, but then I actually also go lower. Okay, it's ducking. So imagine a punch is coming. Imagine you had to step and then duck a shot at the same time. As you step and duck, now you're going to use that momentum to throw a shot going forward. Okay, over top. This takes a little bit of practice because it's a little bit of a delay. You step, drop, and that sets up a shot. It's almost like you're going into it, like leaning into it. So take a little bit of time to practice this slow. Don't feel you have to do a rush job. Take some time to feel that. Okay? Another fighter used to use this a lot, Julio Cesar Chavez. He used to come in, change levels, get low. He had an amazing chin, tough cranium, so he would just put that head low and then come over top with it. So get used to that. Get used to, okay, dropping in low, and then coming up high. You can set that up with a jab or even a jab to the chest. Right here, coming over top, changing levels. Now, there is a consequence to this. Like anything, there's always risks. That if you're coming low, you're gonna walk into an uppercut. So you can't just go to it all the time. You can't just start dropping and going to. You gotta mix it up. Mix in the jab, quick straight jab, right? Light punches, faking low, boom. Okay, you go. anything, like anything with boxing, your biggest mistake is not any technique, it's just being predictable. Being predictable is your biggest risk, more than the risk of any one particular tactic. So with that one, just don't go to it too much. Don't go to it 2-3 times in a row. You're going to be predictable. You start do that, boom, you're going to get timed with the uppercut. So drop, lower your levels, boom, come over top. All right, last one. You're going to get them to throw so that you can create the opportunity on the next beat, on the next sequence. And this is a lot of how boxing works, is a shot is committed. It's not. It's not. It's committed. How much power you put in determines your commitment to the attack, and that can also affect the outcome. In this case, I want to throw a quick right hand that is not meant to do damage. It's meant to get them thinking, I'm really coming with it. So there's a right hand where you really throw it, and then there's here, like so, where it's quick. It's not meant to do damage. It's meant to draw out an action. And the action that I want to draw out is I want them to throw the counter left hook so that there's an opening. So here's what you do. You throw a quick shot and you duck and you create that angle off to the side. So here, throw it under, and now you're here on that angle and they've thrown the shot. Even if they don't throw it and they just keep their guard up, you've often gotten to the angle, and that's when you're going to start to throw. If they throw, great, because now they've committed, home, and they're wondering where you are, and you're over on the blind side. So here, you go under, and then you follow up with whatever. Right hand, lead hook. Here, you go, boom. It's quick. It's not here, boom. It's not going through. Here, boom, touch, fast, touch, under. You're almost thinking about that duck before you finish the right hand. Okay, and then you open up. Once you create that angle, you're over here, then you open up. Okay, you follow up with more shots and open up. All right, the counter lead hook. It's not an easy punch to deal with, especially if someone has good long range on you, decent defense, and they have good power in that shot. Sometimes when you go, even if you have your guard up, they're knocking you off balance, rocking you. So whatever offense you throw is offset. Even you throw the 1-2, they're coming over top of the right hand. So there's a little bit of delayed timing, a little bit more to it that you need to get away, especially if they're good at this shot. It's going to take some work. Changing your levels, working the timing, understanding what openings occur after that punch is thrown, the timing of that punch. All right, you guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you are looking for comprehensive boxing training at a crazy affordable price, check out the membership on this channel. If you're a beginner, I recommend level 3 because I have a whole beginner's training series and workouts that go along with it. If you are already a little experienced and want something a little bit more, level 4, boxing training camps. I have a ton of camps there where we go for a week-long authentic training, really improve, really put in the work through the training. Level 1 and level 2, I got my virtual pads and my workouts, all kinds of fun ways to keep you engaged if you just want to improve your boxing and have fun at your own pace. That's the join button on the channel. Links are all down in the description below. In the meantime, keep your hands up, chin down, eyes on the prize. Peace!